All right, we're on Thursday's homework now. We're going to do number 7 together. Remember, you're just checking number 7, or if you're really struggling, you're just checking the process in which you're supposed to take. Number 8 is solely on your own. All right, it says the Ted Williams Tunnel under Boston Harbor is 2 and 5,700 kilometers long. How many meters is the length of the tunnel? So, make sure, part of math, word problems, is making sure that we read carefully. So, it says that this tunnel is 2 and 5,700 kilometers long. Okay, if you read your question carefully, it switched units on you. It says how many meters is the tunnel, the length of the tunnel. So I need to go from kilometers to meters. So to me, it'd be easiest again to set up our ones table when switching units. So my words, original, new. Now, remember, when we're doing the original with measurement, our original always comes from our math chart. So we want to make a note to ourselves that we need to refer to our math chart to get the original information. Okay, now our words here is that we are comparing kilometers to meters. And I abbreviated it the way that it is on your math chart. Now, to get our original information, we need to look at our math chart. It's a useful tool. We need to use it. You're not expected to memorize this information. You're expected to know where to look it up. So, I'm going to put my math chart to where you can see it. And I'm going to see if I can find kilometers with meters. And I double check my labels. I see that I'm looking for K, M, and M. And on my math chart right up here on the metric, I see 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meters. Now be careful, because you can see meters here, but be careful. That's comparing meters to centimeters. And you want to make sure that you're getting the correct labels in your ones chart. So I see 1 kilometer. So I want to make sure the 1 goes with the kilometer. So make sure you put a 1 there because that's what the math chart says. Make sure to put the correct number with the correct label. Then it says is 1,000 meters. So I'm going to put the 1,000 with the meters. Okay, now I'm done with my math chart for right now. This is the original information. Now I need to look at how I'm going to find my new. It says 2 and 5,700 kilometers. So I need to make sure the 2 and the 5,700 goes with the kilometers. And then here would be my X. Now, again, you're going in the direction of X. We could actually look at this several different ways when we find scale factor. We could see that 1 times 2 and 5,700 is 2 and 5,700. So I would do the same thing here, times 2 and 5,700. Remember, we could also look at it within. And we could say to get from 1 to 1,000, we would multiply by 1,000. So I would do the same thing. I would say multiply by 1,000. But either way, we're still taking 2 and 5,700 and multiplying it with 1,000, no matter which way you look at the proportion. So I'm going to set that up. I'm going to write 2 57/100ths, and I see I need to multiply by 1,000. Plus also, if you remember the bigger to smaller that we taught in class, if we're going from larger units to smaller units, we multiply, okay? So here, I see that any time I multiply by a power of 10, I simply just need to move the decimal. So here, I need to multiply by 1,000. So if this is a power of 10 one time, a power of 10 to the second power, and a power of 10 to the third power, or 10 to the third power, I need to move my decimal 3 times to the right. So remember, when we multiply, we move it to the right. That is multiplying, okay? So I'm going to remove this decimal. If I move the decimal just once to the right, I just multiplied by 10. If I move my decimal twice to the right, I just multiplied by 100. But now I need to move my decimal 3 times because I need to multiply by 1,000. So mentally, I just did my multiplication. And this would be 2,570 meters would be my final answer. Okay, this is also, number 8 is also on the metric side of your math chart. Be careful for your labels. Check to see if you're multiplying or dividing. And don't forget to move your decimals correctly. We'll check number 8 in class tomorrow.